Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Have you ever decided to learn animation? Have you ever looked at one of these animation videos and thought to yourself, wow, that's so cool. I wish I could do it. Where am I supposed to learn this from? Well, don't worry, you have came to the right place. Recently, actually not very recently, I have seen everywhere on social media that these days people use animations and just simple drawings and posting your art doesn't work anymore. So I've decided to learn animation. And I'm a complete beginner. I'm noob. I don't know anything. I just know that animation is just a drawing that moves. That's all I know.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
But I'm going to start a journey to learn how to animate. And if you want to learn, you can follow my journeys. I will show you and teach you whatever I have learned each day. And since I'm a beginner myself, whatever question that you would have, I would have as well. And instead of you spending time and search for the answer, you can just watch my video and I'll find the answer for you. And as you see in the title, my goal is to be able to animate a very cool and professional scene like Gojo vs Sukuna. So I would be really glad if you follow me on this journey until the end. So let's go and see what I have learned today. I haven't learned much, but we're going to start simple with the ball animation. I have done some animations previously before I start actually learning it and researching. I will put them in this video as well. But actually I just want to show you what I have really learned after this research that I've done. So let's go. Well, the first thing I did was to search up on YouTube and see what I can learn. I have made some notes that I will show them to you. Well, first thing I learned is that we have two key frames, the start and the finish. I learned that you have to draw these two ones first to get the image of how your animation is going to look like. And then we have something called pullback, push fast, go to the distance, overshoot, undershoot, and finish. This is 7 frames. The whole idea is that you draw the start and draw the finish so you can see how your animation is going to look like. And then you draw the frames between them, which the motion slowly takes turn. One other thing is smears. You know these animations, you see that there are these lines showing speed and all these showing movements. They are called smears, and I've learned that if you use them, it makes your animation cooler and makes it more natural. So with everything that I've learned today, the videos I saw definitely said more, but I didn't learn anything. With all that I have learned so far, let's make it work. Well, first animation for everyone, almost everyone do this one as their first one, is the ball animation. The ball animation. Well, what I did is that I drew the line that I wanted the ball to follow. I wanted to make more motion than just falling one time. So I drew the first frame and the last frame, and then I started following the line. So I decided to draw balls. That's weird. Okay. I drew more balls in the direction that I wanted it to go, and for each one I copied it and pasted it. Because I didn't want it to look really different, and also it was kind of easy, but then I used the lasso tool. Well, for each one I used the lasso tool to copy and paste it because I heard that I have to use the lasso tool, and I have to use it somehow, even though it's kind of useless in this situation, but I wanted to use it. And then I used a mesh form to make the ball look like it's being pulled down. One other thing that I learned is that when something is moving in a direction, you have to show it being pulled. If it's going downwards, you should pull it downwards. If it's going upwards, you should pull the point to up to make it more realistic, you know. In physics and all, things get pulled. So, I followed the line, and for each direction that it went, I pull it down or pull it up. So I started drawing. It's a long process, really. I copied it and pasted it again. I'm kind of disappointed in myself. The ball animation is always easy, I've done it before, but when you want to like move to something more advanced, it's suddenly so hard. Like the ball animation is nothing compared to them. I kept going and I kept pulling them down. For when they hit the ground, I don't know how to explain this form. I showed the damage and the pressure of being hit to the ground to make it look like the ball is being pulled down by gravity. And for when it jumps up again, I pulled it upwards to show that it's jumping up due to the pressure. And then going down again, and then going up again, and then going down again. And again, joining like horizontally to show that it's being pulled down by gravity. I put the animation settings on the highest possible. I'm animating in IPS Paint. I put it on highest possible because I don't know, the faster it is, the more animation like it looks like. So the ball animation didn't actually look so bad. And it's good actually. I didn't expect it to turn out good, but I like the results. They're not bad, I actually like it. So now I want to move to something more advanced. I don't know, maybe I'm moving a little too fast. Maybe I should keep practicing with balls. That doesn't sound so weird. But I wanted to animate a face changing its angle. Okay, for this one, I want to draw a face, a side angle, moving to the other side angle, left to right, or right to left. I don't know. So I'm not really focusing on how I'm drawing. They don't look so good because I didn't want to put much details in it because the more details you put in it, the harder it is to animate it. So I just draw something quickly and randomly. Okay, here we have the side angle. So now I'm drawing the last frame, the finish. I actually used the lasso tool because I didn't want the face to change. So I just copied it and moved it to the other angle so it would look the same. I started drawing, and one problem that I have is that the first guidelines won't stick with me to the end. So I moved them, the first guidelines, with every frame so I could see where I should draw what thing. But I think that's also wrong and I have to find a better way. I know this video is not what you were expecting. You were probably expecting a ridiculously good final result, but I'm being honest, guys. I have no superpowers and I can't understand anything about animation. This is the best I can do for now. At least I'm honest. It's hard to focus both on the drawing and the quality of your art and on the animation. I want to just practice motions for now. I'm really poor at being able to make motions. And I still don't know anything about the animation tools, what I should do and all. I know nothing. So this is the angle that I think this is the one that's called pullback. Um, from the left angle, it moved a little to right and it's like a 3D angle. So now we then move to the second one. This is actually the front view, so I have to draw the whole face. And now I think this one is called overshoot. I wanted to draw the overshoot, but this looks more like the undershoot. So I made another frame to draw the overshoot. This one's speed is also on 30 per second and looks a little too fast. First, I deleted the guideline, of course. I tried to lower the numbers of the frames per second, but it still looked weird. I think the problem wasn't actually the speed, it was that the motion wasn't correct and it was chopped. Very chopped. Perhaps I should have drawn more frames in the middle. I don't know. But what I decided to do was to duplicate the first frame and the second frame to make them last a little longer. And I tried to like find the right amount of frames per second to actually make a good animation. It was starting to look much better. And I found that instead of just duplicating the frames, I could just make the durations higher. It started to look actually much better, real better. Yeah, it actually kind of looks like the person is moving his head. So then I decided to add some smears to make the movement and speed look more animation-like, and I heard that if you add smears it would look more natural and make it look like you have more frames. But I think I don't know how to add smears, so I just drew some lines. That's not really professional of me. But the final results were kind of, I don't know, weird. I didn't like them. So I again started messing with the durations and all to make them look cooler. And I actually decided to make the first and the last key and go to the distance frame, which is the front view frame, make the durations a little higher to make it look better and more natural. And honestly, I think it worked. It now looks better. But still, I don't like it very much. I think it's chopped. But I have to be working on it. I have these two other products as well. So I started by drawing her face and hoping for the best. I drew her face and I drew the hair. I just selected some random colors, but in this animation, I wanted to make her start with a poker face and smile and blink in the end, but I didn't know how to do it. So for this one, I animated it actually scene by scene. But I think this one is the best product of mine for now. I have this other one as well, which doesn't look so good. I wanted to make it look like that scene from Utah, where she smiles and tilts his head. This is what I learned for now. So, this is what I have managed to do so far. I am not pleased with them, not at all.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
I think I should have actually started by learning the guidelines first. I think jumping from the ball animation to face animation was not good. I have to practice more on objects first, and if I want to jump into face I have to practice them with the bone structure and empty faces first without drawing the eyes and stuff. This is the first video I've made. Next video I will definitely show up with more product, more notes, more experience. I'm so sad. The results were so bad. I hope you liked this video and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!